Today's video is going to be really laid back, really chill. I wasn't even really planning to film this until 2 seconds ago, so I had a few packages that I needed to pick up at my parents' place, and when I say I wanted to make this video for 1.5 years, I'm not kidding. I thought this video would happen 1.5 years ago. I had to wait so much longer to show you what I'm about to show you, but I cannot believe that it finally arrived. It is definitely worth the wait. So that being said, I have something very exciting to unbox to you, and then I also realized that at my business address, I had another Sips Buy box, which is very surprising because it's kind of like the middle of the month right now, so I'm not sure what this is, but cute. It looks like they sent over a rainy day tea box. This is everything that came in my rainy day box. We've got some chai, green tea, Earl Grey, some latte mix, and then reusable tea bags as well. Literally the next day after filming, they sent over another box. So this is my April tea box. Here's a list of all the teas that I got. We've got this Just Beat It Organic India, which I've always mentioned is like my absolute favorite brand, and this is by far the best tea in the entire world, so I'm so glad I have some more of that. We've got some mint tea by Stash, and this is Fava Tea French Breakfast. Huge shout out to Sips Buy. Thank you so much for sending this over. I am so in love with my teas. I'm going to link all of these tea products down below, as well as Sips Buy's site. If you want $5 off of your own box, definitely use my code Makayla5. Anyway, if this envelope is what I think it is, which I'm pretty sure it is because it's from the address that it needs to be from, then this is something that I could not have done without you guys and your support, and I want to get into that backstory a little bit more, but I know that I'm kind of like dragging this out, so let's open this. I've waited my whole life for this moment, like most of my childhood and adolescent years and early young adult years, so it feels really good. Also, I'm using a headband as a ponytail because I want the little bow on it, so it doesn't really look that nice, but I haven't showered in a few days because quarantine life, trying to make do with what I've got. That's the other thing. I've been trying to film so many videos recently because I'm not going to be able to get my lashes filled until at least May 1st, which I know is such a small problem, but it is such a big confidence booster when I'm recording videos. So yeah, I'm trying to record as many videos as I can before I lose my lashes. Anyway, let's open this because I've waited so long for this moment and I've worked so hard. While I'm opening this, please give this video a thumbs up. It does help. Comment down below. Make sure that you're subscribed. Turn on the notification bell. I always put out the first comment on my social media, so be sure that you were following me on Instagram and Snapchat and all of that as well. But, oh my god. It didn't feel real until this moment. Oh. I can't believe it. University of Minnesota. I have a degree of Bachelor of Arts. I have a bachelor degree. I did it! That's wild. Now, if you're confused, because you're like, Makayla, I thought you graduated from college years ago, you're not wrong. I graduated 2 years ago in 2018, and I'm not really sure why it took me 2 years to get my degree in the mail. I think part of it had to do with I was still paying off my last semester of school, and then I paid off that loan. Still, I paid that off maybe like 8 months ago, and then they sent out an email asking if my address was still the same, and I replied saying yes, and lo and behold, finally we've got my degree. So if I ever want to do anything with it, I have it now. And what's great is I just redid this office, so maybe I'll like frame it and put it up because that's what people do, right? They show this off. But I wanted to unbox this on YouTube because if you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably know bits and pieces of the story, but I genuinely know that I couldn't have done this like without you. Getting my college degree, if you've been following my story, you know that I started this YouTube channel in my freshman year dorm in this tiny liberal arts college in the middle of nowhere, Ohio, super unhappy, just thinking that like, this is what I have to do because people are telling me this is the way. And I took a non-traditional route to school after that year, but through videos, like my first videos were all about college and expectations versus reality, and my freshman year experience, my freshman year dorm tour, my sophomore year dorm tour, and then my big dropping out of college video and moving back home, starting community college, living back home with my parents, transferring to the University of Minnesota when I was a junior, commuting to the U, making day in the life's college videos at the University of Minnesota, changing my graduation route from May to December of 2018, 2018, and you were there every single step of the way. I have so many videos of like getting rejected from colleges that I wanted to go to, all of the colleges that I got into, rejected from and waitlisted from, videos about transferring and how it's okay, struggling with mental health in college. Like, I have a huge playlist of all my college related videos. I'll link it here and down below as well. But I documented every single moment of my college journey on this YouTube channel, and through those videos you found me and my story, and you subscribed and you supported me. And so I genuinely know that I would not be holding this degree like without my YouTube channel. And not to mention that I started YouTube in college. Like, a lot of major things happened in college for me. I moved into this apartment. I just like really found myself, which sounds so corny and like cliche and whatever, but it did like change my life. And college was really difficult for me, not in like the average way of classes and dorm life and all that stuff, but it was challenging with the route that I took, even though I knew it was like meant for me. I mean, I have so many videos on this topic. I have videos about why I left certain schools. I even have videos about how I got into the U, and I share like my stats. I share my Common App essay with you. Like, there's so much college content on my channel, but I just know that college was really difficult for me because there came a point towards the end of like my senior semesters at the U where I started to wonder, like, what is the point? Why am I doing this? My YouTube channel was starting to take off. I was working an actual job, and I realized that like I didn't really need my degree in that moment, but I still knew I wanted it to have as an accomplishment and just to make sure I had it in case someday I did need it. It's also a big deal to me too because my parents don't have bachelor degrees, and they were able to make it work. They're successful. They did show me that like you don't need a college degree, but then they also showed me how much further you can get in life and how much easier it would be to get a better job if I did have one. So this is a big moment because I am the first person in my immediate family with this degree. It was really hard to continue through school because of the sacrifices and challenges that I made, which I know everyone makes, so I'm not trying to be all like, woe is me here, but commuting to the U, I lived 40 minutes away. It was over an hour in the car every single day. It was a lot of money on gas. I have that breakdown video of me in college over all this stuff. Like, it was so hard, and I am so happy that I stuck with it and persevered, and I documented the journey the whole way through on my YouTube channel, and I connected with so many girls and individuals like around the world that related to me, related to what I was going through or my journey, and I got to know a lot of different people. I have a video about why I didn't make any friends in college, but most of my relationships that I did create in my college years came from either the job that I had or YouTube, and you guys were there for me. You were my support system. It's just so wild to me that like here we are when for so long, for 4 years, I've been talking to a camera about my college life and experience and struggles. And you know, you may have noticed a shift in my content since graduating from college. Maybe I've been happier. Life has definitely been easier post-grad, and it's been so great not having to go to an 8 a.m. at the U and walk around campus with like -10-degree weather and sit in a huge lecture hall and just feel like it's starting to be useless. So, I mean, it's not. Stick with it if you want, but also I did drop out of school for a while too, so it's okay if you do that as well. There are so many different paths to your education, and you don't have to feel pressure to take like the traditional route, because at the end of the day, all that matters is like this piece of paper, not whether or not you and your roommate are best friends or if you went to enough parties or whatever. Like, you're making your own path, so just do whatever you want, whatever works best for you and your experience. Yeah, I feel like I've been going on a ramble so much, but it just blows my mind that like this YouTube channel was such a rock for me in college. So it's just awesome to be able to sit here with my degree and share this with you, because I feel like you guys all have a % of responsibility in making this happen and helping me stay strong and persevere and get through college when I never really felt like college was for me. I never felt like I thrived in that environment, which is kind of funny because high school was so good for me. I loved high school, like the academics, the teachers, the environment, having that place of education. I thrived there. So everyone thought that I was setting myself up for success with college. They're like, well, you did so well in high school, like this is made for you, like you're gonna love it. And it turned out to be the opposite. And I hated college, and it felt stupid to me, which I know it's not. So now to be here in my own apartment, just doing my own thing in my home office where I work from, and yeah, we are in quarantine, but still, like, even if we weren't, I'd still be working here. In a way, I did like find my career and success through college, because it was because of college and my own journey with that that led me to make YouTube videos, which led me here. So I do have you to thank for this, and that's so crazy to me. I remember being in my freshman dorm like fall semester looking up college videos and not finding a lot. I mean, it was a different time back then. I know now the college community on YouTube and like college vlogs is huge. Back then that aesthetic just like wasn't there. Wow, I'm aging myself, but this was like 2014. 2014 YouTube is very different than like all the college weeks in my life videos that we have now in 2020. But I remember struggling in school and searching on YouTube the school that I went to for vlogs or experience videos, and there really wasn't any. Like, no one was talking about it. And then not even my own school. Like, at that time, a few YouTubers had stopped going to college. This is so crazy, and I hope there's some OGs out there that can like relate, but this was back when like Aspen, Ovard, and Parker were still in school, and I think they were doing like their final semester before they stopped going to college. Lauren Elizabeth moved to LA and dropped out of her college. A-Dubs had just announced that she was moving to LA and she didn't want to continue college, so YouTubers were dropping the bomb about how they didn't like college and were doing a different path to success, but nobody was really speaking up about it in detail and explaining it. So the fact that nobody was like talking about the college experience the way that I felt, it led me to just make my own videos, because I thought if no one else is making it, then like I'll make it. And that's why I started making the content that I did 5 years ago. YouTube also led me to realize that there isn't just like one path to a college degree. Like, you don't have to go that traditional route. Transferring or commuting or staying in the state or going to community college, it tends to be frowned upon. And I tried really hard to normalize that in my college content on my channel for you, and it led to a lot of people watching and thanking me for that. I'm just so rewarded by the fact that all of it paid off, and here we have it. So finally, that's all I really wanted this video to be. Even when I graduated 2 years ago, I wrote down this video's title and this idea in my YouTube journal because I knew I wanted to unbox my degree in the mail and say I couldn't have done this without you, because I really couldn't have, and I hope that you see that in this vlog. Can't believe I can finally cross off that video on my list, as well as just like this in my life. Growing up, I like struggled with mental health a lot, and something that I always thought about was how, looking ahead in the future, I never saw myself graduating college. I just couldn't picture it. I could see myself graduating high school, I could see myself going to college, I could see myself on my own in an apartment, but because I could never visually see myself graduating, it led to like a toxic negative thought of like, maybe that's because I just never make it that far in life. Maybe it's because I just took a different route and I never chose to go to commencement or walk down and get my degree like on stage. I just finished the classes and waited in the mail for my degree. So to be here and to tell my younger self that like I do make it, it's a big moment for me. So yeah. Okay, well, that's all I really wanted to say in this video and talk about. Thank you so much. Even if you have just watched one of my videos or whatever led you to subscribe, like I couldn't have done that without you, and YouTube was such a big part of my college years and discovering who I am and what I wanted to be when I grow up. And we're here, so yeah. That also just brightened my entire day. I have a college degree, like what the heck? Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone is staying safe. Don't forget to check out the subscribe box in the description. I'll leave my college video playlist down below as well if you want to creep and kind of refresh on those years. But yeah, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys real soon with a new video. Bye! I was so hurt and upset that I never gave him another chance.